All right, ladies, so thanks for your patience. I hopped on a strip sale last minute because she posted a bunch of florals, and coincidentally, I have been wanting florals for these headbands for a couple days now, and then it was just a mess. So, okay, this is 4 inches wide by 18. I kind of just did a random length for the tutorial. So what you're going to want to do is flip it over because, oh, sorry, you're going to want to flip it up this way. So you're going to have your print facing up. I put mine on my cutting mat. If you don't have one, just put one edge on the table and then lay, sorry, my needle is sticking to me, but so then what you do is you take your other half like this, and I put it away from me, and then I take the edge here and I line it up halfway, so you kind of make like a swoop. And sorry, I'm not really good at tutorials, but I'm so excited that I can finally help people for once instead of everybody else helping me. So basically you're going to end up with half. Don't mind my cat running around in the background going crazy. So then you have that, and then you take the piece, the white part that's around, and you fold it behind. So you're going to end up, it's going to end up looking like that. Then you take the piece that's printed and you bring it towards you. So then you have kind of like an S. It looks like, it's going to look like that. And then what I normally do, I don't have a pin, I don't think. Should pin it. Okay, so I've got a pin right here. So then what you can do is you can pin it so you know it's just to keep it together. And then when you flip it the right side out, it's gonna be your headband. So then I'll flip it back. So now I'm gonna take out my pin, and then I'm gonna start sewing. I'm gonna sew it. So there's my needle. What I do is I basically just take it and I go a little bit down, because you're gonna trim the edge. And then for me, I like to go around. So I am gonna end up stitching it, doing a straight stitch, but then just to get it started, I'm gonna go around. So it's gonna look like this. I'm not sure if you can see it, like that. So I went around, and then I'm gonna just start my straight stitch. But I hand stitch mine, so because I don't have a sewing machine, but I go through it twice, and I'll show you how I do that. So my first line, or my first row of stitches, I just kind of do it loose. It's just kind of like a starter stitch. I'm not like a professional sewer or stitcher. That's not a word, sorry. Okay, so now that I've made it to the end, I'm gonna go around again. So pretty much just putting it at the end like that, just wrapping it all around. Then at this point is when I'm gonna kind of pull tight. Then what I do is I fill in the spaces. So wherever there is a space, I take the needle and I point it down. So eventually what will happen is my stitching will look like one solid black line. And yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much for me, that's the tutorial for hand stitching. But even if you do it with a sewing machine, it's the same. And I can show you again just because I've already sewn this, so I'm not going to take it apart or anything, but I'll probably just end up wearing this for myself because I absolutely love leopard print. And yeah, so I'll finish this up later, but that is the headband. When I flip it out, it's gonna have the twist and be the headband. So just one more time, I'll show you how to do the folding. So you have your printed edge facing you, facing up. And then this is 4 inches, so I lay it on the 4 inches. And then, well, it's not totally 4, but you can still do it. You really can do it any width, but just take, and then you flip it over. So then you take it and you lay it halfway down so it makes one big wide strip. And then you have to take one end and fold it away from you, and then take the left side and fold it towards you. And then you just make sure your edges are even. And then you can trim. This is where my scissors are. So then you can trim. So I hope this is helpful. Like I said, this is my first time doing this type of tutorial. So if I didn't make sense or if it's confusing, just let me know and I can clarify in the comments. Okay, bye.